Click like and subscribe if you like the video. What is carb cycling? Carbohydrates, sometimes called carbs, are an ongoing hot topic now. Some nutritional experts are starting to associate them with problems such as inflammation, diabetes and obesity. However, others continue to insist that they are an essential part of our daily diet. So, are all carbohydrates bad for you? And how much carbohydrate should you eat every day? This is where carb cycling can help. Carbohydrates, along with fat and protein, make up the three macronutrients. When your body digests carbohydrates, they're broken down into glucose, your brain and body's preferred form of fuel. When glucose gets into the bloodstream, the pancreas is triggered to produce a hormone called insulin. This transports glucose from the bloodstream into the cell. Here, it is turned into energy, stored in the fat cells or stored as glycogen. When you embark on a carb cycling regime, you can reduce body fat while increasing muscle mass. It's an extremely rigorous diet, so it should only be used in the short term. However, it is useful for breaking through weight loss plateaus. Chapter 1: Benefits of carb cycling. Carb cycling isn't ideal for everyone. However, it can prove to be a useful solution in the right circumstances. There are two main groups of people who can benefit from trying out this eating regime: those who need to lose weight, and those who want to increase their muscle mass while boosting their sporting performance. Do I need to lose weight? Some experts suggest that carb cycling is especially beneficial for anyone who needs to lose weight. In theory, this way of eating can help you to maintain your physical performance. It also provides many of the identical benefits offered by low-carb diets such as the Atkins regime. These kinds of diets can leave dieters feeling lethargic and weak. Therefore, carb cycling offers a clear advantage. Like any other diet, the primary mechanism behind losing weight is to maintain a deficit of calories. You need to eat less food than the body can burn over an extended period. When you adopt carb cycling along with a deficit in calorie intake, you'll almost certainly lose weight. Chapter 2: What does carb cycling involve? Knowing the science behind why carb cycling works is important for anyone considering adopting this regime. Without understanding the principles of this diet, it's difficult to follow it correctly. Here, we look at the basics so you can be well informed. Carb cycling. The basics. Carb cycling is relatively new in terms of dietary approaches. It is backed up by science based on carbohydrate manipulation's biological mechanisms. Yet there are few official studies which have directly investigated carb cycling diets. Many people have found this regime a successful one, however. Elite athletes have been using this method for years to boost their performance. Dieters are also starting to recognize the benefits. So, how does carb cycling work? Essentially, this way of eating aims to match up the body's requirement for glucose or calories. Training or workouts. It achieves this by planning in days of high carbohydrate intake on those days. High carbohydrate days refuel glycogen in the muscles. This too can reduce breakdown of the muscles and improve sporting performance. When high carbohydrate periods are strategically planned, it's possible to boost the functioning of appetite-regulating hormones. Ghrelin and leptin are both hormones associated with hunger and appetite. Both can be better controlled with carb cycling diets. On low carbohydrate days, the body switches to a different way of producing energy. Without the glucose from carbs to fuel it, it predominantly begins to burn fat. This, in turn, helps to improve the body's metabolic flexibility. It also helps the body to adapt more effectively to burning fat as a fuel source over the long term. Another major element in carb cycling is how it allows insulin to be manipulated. If you target your carbs around your workouts, it can improve your body's sensitivity to insulin. This is a sign of good health. It helps to protect against conditions like diabetes. It also helps to maximize the many benefits that carbohydrates provide. Chapter 3: What does a carb cycling diet look like? Carb cycling involves tracking macros with a food journal or app. You must work out the number of grams of carbohydrates you'll need to eat every day. This may not be as easy as you imagine. The amount of carbs you should eat will be individual to you. You need to bear several factors in mind. We'll look more closely at those later. For now, let's take a closer look at what a standard carb cycling diet looks like. What do I eat on a high-carb day? On a high-carb day, you will usually obtain around 60% of your calories from complex carbohydrates. That means, if you're eating about 1,500 calories daily, around 900 calories are complex carbs. If you're doing high-energy workouts like interval training, long-distance running or sprints, you can add in more carbs. These should take the right form though. You shouldn't be adding donuts or cake into your regime. Instead, you should give yourself an additional serving of legumes, fruits or whole grains. What do I eat on a low-carb day? On days when you're not working out or doing low-key exercise, have a low-carb day. On this kind of day, you should switch a couple of your usual carb servings with vegetables. You could also switch some of those carbs with healthy fats or proteins. Alternatively, you could use a low-carb day as a starting point from which to calculate your high-carb days. Usually, 50 grams of carbs daily is enough to reach ketosis. Therefore, you could begin by consuming 50 grams of carbs on low-carb days. You can then work up from there, maxing out at 200 grams of carbs daily. Avoiding the transactional food mindset is very important, however. Thoughts like 30 minutes more running means I can eat more carbs can be dangerous. It leads to a difficult and disordered relationship with eating and food. Nevertheless, eating more carbs some days with fewer carbs on other days is how the body regulates itself naturally. Therefore, reducing carbs offers benefits that you can take advantage of. What does a week-long carb cycling plan look like? The concept of carb cycling involves eating minimal carbs for 2 days consecutively. This will be followed by a day of eating more carbs. There is a reason for this. When the stored reserves of carbs are due to run out, energy is recharged thanks to a high-carb day. This speeds the metabolism and leads to more fat loss. If you reduce your carbs over 2 days, your fat stores will be used for energy. Your body will also enter a catabolic state. This means the body starts to use muscle tissue to derive energy from the protein in your muscles. It's important to know what to eat over a week if you're planning to carb cycle. Here is a sample 7-day plan to ensure you obtain all the essential nutrients. You'll also get enough variety, so you don't get bored with your meals. If you can adhere to this plan for 30 days, you should experience weight loss benefits. Day 1: a low-carb day breakfast, almond and citrus fruit salad mixed with berries and yogurt. Snack: an apple and a protein bar. Lunch: salad made with 50 grams of quinoa, 100 grams of peas and tomatoes and 2 hard-boiled eggs. Snack: a banana and a scoop of walnuts. Dinner: a sliced stir-fried chicken breast with sliced carrots, courgettes and green beans. Served with 70 grams of quinoa. Snack: 2 oatcakes. Calorie total 1880 carbs total 226 grams protein total 108 grams fat total 67 grams day 2 low-carb day breakfast seed and apple muesli made with 2 tablespoons of rolled oats, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds and pumpkin seeds. Served with 2 tablespoons of natural yogurt and a small apple. Snack: a banana and scoop of walnuts. Lunch: a wholemeal pita stuffed with half an avocado, 1 tablespoon of cottage cheese and tuna. Snack: a pear. Dinner: a grilled salmon steak with half a sliced lime on top. Served with 100 grams broccoli, 70 grams of quinoa and 75 grams of peas. Snack: an apple. Calorie total 1891 carbs total 170 grams protein total 131 grams fat total 81 grams day 3 high-carb day. Breakfast: 60 grams of oats, soaked in water with 200 grams of berries. Serve with a pot of natural yogurt and a tablespoon of sunflower seeds. Snack: a peach. Lunch: a baked potato stuffed with a tablespoon of hummus. Serve with salad made from sliced cucumber, tomato, red pepper and mixed leaves. A banana. Snack: a protein bar and an apple. Dinner: a grilled cod fillet served with 250 grams of boiled potatoes, 100 grams of carrots and peas. Snack: 3 oatcakes. Calorie total 1801 carbs total 323 grams protein total 78 grams fat total 40 grams. Day 4 low-carb day breakfast 3 eggs beaten with 2 tablespoons of natural yogurt. Add half a red pepper, half a courgette and half an onion as well as 1 tablespoon of peas. Cook in a pan. Snack, an apple and a handful of pumpkin seeds. Lunch, a can of salmon mixed with a can of butter beans. Serve with a salad of lettuce leaves, tomato, sugar snap peas, and onion. Snack, a nectarine. Dinner, a grilled turkey breast with grilled courgette, carrot, red pepper, and onion. Snack, a banana and 80 grams of grapes. Calorie total 1812. Carbs total 159 grams. Protein total 143 grams. Fat total 72 grams. Day 5 low carb day. Breakfast, 2 boiled eggs with 2 wholemeal pita slices spread with Marmite and butter. Snack, an apple and a pear. Lunch, avocado and tuna mash served with salad leaves, cucumber, tomato, carrot, and courgette. Snack, a piece and an oatcake topped with cucumber and cottage cheese. Dinner, a can of salmon mixed with a can of chopped tomatoes, tomato puree, carrot, red pepper, and courgettes. Simmered for 10 minutes and served. Snack, a banana. Calorie total 1804. Carbs total 165 grams. Protein total 124 grams. Fat total 77 grams. Day 6 high carb day. Breakfast, 5 tablespoons of natural yogurt. Mix with 50 grams of rolled oats, 200 grams of berries, 1 tablespoon of honey and a sliced pear. Snack, a wholemeal pita bread stuffed with a tomato and cottage cheese. Lunch, a chickpea salad made with half a can of chickpeas. Snack, 4 oatcakes with sliced apple and peanut butter. Dinner, a grilled chicken breast with steamed broccoli, 70 grams quinoa and 100 grams green beans. Snack, a banana. Calorie total 1845. Carbs total 249 grams. Protein total 122 grams. Fat total 44 grams. Day 7 low carb day. Breakfast, 2 poached eggs with 2 portobello mushrooms and 2 tomatoes. Snack, a pot of natural yogurt, an orange and a peach. Lunch, a pita stuffed with cottage cheese, avocado, cucumber, tomato, lettuce, and peanut butter. Snack, an apple with a handful of sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. Dinner, poached salmon with a courgette, 200 grams tomatoes and sugar snap peas. Snack, a banana and 2 oatcakes. Calorie total 1820. Carbs total 157 grams. Protein total 98 grams. Fat total 94 grams.